Sitting like a boss, bring the workers out. Press on the exhaust, we be skirting now. Got me all up in your mentions, musta heard around. How that sound, yeah that sound good. Tell them break it down. ISO Wendy's in your town, don't forget.
So today's video is a little different, and it comes from a question that I received on my Instagram live yesterday. She asked, Rico, how are you so confident and comfortable on camera? And I wanted to talk about that today, and that's the theme of the video, is how to be more comfortable and confident on camera. We need some iced coffee first, and then we'll talk. So since it's like almost 6, and I just want a taste of coffee, you gotta get a decaf. Can't abuse the caffeine. Hi, can I get a decaf iced coffee, please, with almond milk?
We actually don't do a decaf iced coffee. We can do like a decaf Americano.
That's perfect, thank you. Decaf iced coffee or Americano. It's just, I think literally it's just decaf espresso with water, and they put it over ice. Yo, shout out to Starbucks. They gave me this for free because the wait, which wasn't even that long, I wasn't even bothered by it. Shout out to Starbucks though for that free drink. Thank you. Appreciate you. Dang it. Let me just say, if you don't foam roll every day, you're doing yourself a disservice. I just bought this one from Dick's Sporting Goods. This is fitness gear brand. So fitness gear, if you need a foam roll model, it could be a foam roll model for you. Totally. It's great. Now, if there's one thing I could say about confidence, is I personally think confidence is derived from insecurity. I think confidence you build. Confidence is derived from a sense of, okay, I wasn't so confident before and I'm working on it and I build upon it. I think this is a big thing, especially for people when they're starting to, want to get on camera or film themselves more or put themselves in a very, that was my foam roller, or put themselves in a very uncomfortable position. It's tough. And it can make you feel insecure because you worry about, what are people gonna think? How do I look? What are people thinking about me in terms of how I look? And then you start questioning and anxiety, I get it. The way you build confidence from insecurity, especially with being on camera and being more comfortable with it, is just by calling it out, just by owning it. If I say to you in the camera right now, I'm looking at you right now. I say, you know what? This is making me very uncomfortable, but I'm doing it anyways. It automatically alleviates the anxiety because what you're doing is you're calling it out. You're not giving it any power, you're putting it out there. So when you do that, essentially with anything in life, but especially with camera, you look at the camera and you say, you know what? This is causing me anxiety to do this. I feel very uncomfortable. I'm still doing it anyways. It goes away. Why? Because you're owning it and you're not letting it claim power over you, you're claiming power over it. That's the biggest thing I can say is, if it's an insecurity for you and you're like, you know what? I'm worried about how people are gonna look at me. I'm worried about how people are gonna view me through this lens. That's what's causing me anxiety and I'm feeling very insecure about it. It goes away because you're putting it out there. You're making it known. Don't let it have power over you, have power over it. Don't let it claim you, you claim it.
Wave. I'm in it for keepsake. In the field with the cleat lace. Beat freak with the bare face and a slick tongue, that's what she say. She look good, she a big tease when she bite lip with the wink face. Hella bad when she throwing it back.
Alright, so we are walking in the city right now. Another key element to being comfortable on camera and being okay with being on camera is understanding that people are gonna watch you, people are gonna look at you, people are gonna think it's kind of funny, just like this vlogging. That's why I'm doing it in the city. Doing it in the most uncomfortable way. Just understanding that people are going to look at you, criticize you, and ultimately, they're gonna think it's kind of cool and kind of odd, because how many people do you see just walking around with the camera? You don't. So, if you just think about, look, what's the worst that happens? Someone makes a remark, someone says something, someone looks at you funny, acknowledge it, and just keep going. For me, what helps when I'm vlogging, especially in public and there's a lot of people, is I'll give attention, right? So I'll look at the lens like I am right now, and I'll be aware that, you know what, there's other people walking on the side, and I know they're looking at me. I know what my goal is, and my objective is to continue to film and continue to talk and pretend like I'm just speaking with one person. Now, I will say this to add on. Vlogging and recording yourself in public is a little more extreme as if you were just doing it at home. Using the technique where I said, look, call it out, right? If you're just talking to the camera and you say, you know what, there's a lot of people around right now. I feel very nervous, very insecure, and very worried about what other people are gonna think, and you call it out, again, remember, it has no power over you. It doesn't, and you claim it. It doesn't claim you. This is my old campus in the Loop, DePaul. A lot of memories here. I almost forgot, I wanted to add, being at school, actually at DePaul, was that was where I vlogged myself a lot. That's where I recorded myself mainly and filmed myself in a lot of awkward positions with a lot of kids my age who weren't doing what I was doing. It's like a remembrance of where you started and where I'm at now. So it's like, it's cool. It's cool because like that's where I spent 3 years, and the last year of it, it's cool. All right, so I'm actually gonna wrap this video up here, but I just had to say this. I have always wanted to get this shot, which is, this is iconic. It's a broken chain link fence, and you get a great shot of the city and the highway. Being confident and being on camera and getting comfortable with being on camera takes time. It's a process. It's like with anything, it's a journey. You're gonna mess up, you're gonna be embarrassed, you're gonna be uncomfortable, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna feel very insecure, and that's okay, and you have to know that, and you can't beat yourself up about it. You also have to ask yourself, what's your goal, right? Like, what's your goal with wanting to be comfortable on camera? Is it to fight a fear? Is it to get better on video? Is it to make content? Like, what is it? You know what I mean? And I think the only way that I can really articulate kind of being comfortable, being confident on camera is knowing what is my purpose with this and what's my goal with this. And if you always stick with that and you always have that in mind, nothing else will deter you or make you be in fear or be scared, because you have that goal in mind, and nothing and no one, no fear, no insecurity, none of that is going to stop you, because you know who you are, you know what your goal is, and you know ultimately what you want to achieve. If you want to be comfortable and confident on camera, it takes time. Keep being persistent, keep practicing, keep calling out the insecurities that you have, keep calling out the fears that you have. Once you're at that place where you don't care what people think, and like, it's a great place to be. With that said, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please give this video a like, subscribe if you don't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be a fucking shark. I'm out. Peace.